everybody, my name is Nonhlanhla Ndlovukazi Mahlangu. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in and being here with me. It's really great to see you. I hope everybody's good. I hope you're doing well. Today I'm back with yet another one. It's not a story time. No. I'm back with a topic that I want us to just sit and chat about, because it's very close to my heart, because it's something I'm currently struggling. Well, I'm struggling with it because I don't know if it's because of distance or the I don't know, disinterest. Is that even a word? Disinterest from the other party, lack of interest. Oh, there we go. Lack of interest from the other party, or I don't know, is it disrespect on their part to me, or am I just not open? I'm failing. Right? This is with regards to co-parenting. If you've got ideas that have worked for you, methods, please come through. Drop it down below in the comment section. I might just want to try it. Maybe it might work for me as well if it worked so perfectly for you. Or just like tell me what worked for you, right? Because like I said, I'm at my wit's end. I've tried and I don't know, y'all, but before we get right into it, please grab your glass of wine, your cup of tea or coffee. It's still a bit chilly, still winter. So your tea or coffee, I prefer, especially in the evenings, I prefer keeping warm with like a glass of wine or a bottle. Or a bottle, a glass of water, whatever it is that you're drinking. Get it. I hope your phone is charged up and you've got enough data to watch this video, right? And like I said, we're basically just going to be talking about co-parenting namhlanje and how it's supposed to be, or the do's and don'ts of it, really. Like I keep asking myself, what on earth is this? I'm hearing people talk about it, or co-parenting this, co-parenting that I ended up starting to use it nami in my vocab, but like I in co-parenting, what is it? What is co-parenting? The way I understand it, right, is that co-parenting is basically an agreement where both parents continually participate in the upbringing of their kids, right? It involves obviously a lot of time where you guys are interacting with each other, whether in public or in private, for the sole benefit of your kids. So you guys literally need to come together, sit down, agree on the do's and don'ts, agree on the rules, agree on, I don't know, communication lines, agree on how you'd like to be spoken to, how you like your kid to be taken care of, and all those things. And so I came up with like just a few do's and don'ts. Nah? Just a few do's and don'ts. So you guys would talk about the rules, the do's and don'ts of your agreement of how you guys are going to raise your kids, what values and morals you want instilled in your kids, and just how you guys are going to do this, are going to go through this journey of parenting this child together but separately, right? And obviously I think the most obvious don't would be things like don't fight in front of the kids. You don't want your child or your children seeing you guys constantly bickering back and forth, never ending. Mom and dad are always at war with each other, right? I think your kids would start resenting you if that's all they see. Like ababoni happiness, harmony. Man, don't do stuff like that in front of your kids. Another one, don't this is one that I think a lot of people, a lot of parents would actually, I don't know, maybe not a lot, but some parents would actually struggle with. Don't be calling your kid's other parent with derogatory nicknames when you're having a talk with your children. Hey, 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 wada, big head did 1, 2, 3. Don't do that. Now, when your child is talking to their friends, your child talking to their kids, your child is when your child is talking to their friends, they keep referring to, I don't know, either their mom or their dad as big head or shit face or something ugly like that. Don't do that. That is ugly. Another one would be not being a responsible parent. Don't do that. Don't do that. Saying you're going to come, or making it a habit, right? Making it a habit of not keeping your word. So you and I agree that we're going to raise this child. You're going to get this child because you're the parent that doesn't live with the child. You're going to get the child every second weekend. Now, every second weekend comes and you're not there. No excuse, no story, no apology, just gone into thin air. Don't do that. Don't do that. Your child was excited the whole week to see you in that weekend. Stop disappointing your kids. Stop putting that whole role of being a parent on the parent that stays with your kid. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't, what loosely translated, that basically just means don't burden the other parent with the full responsibility of just being the parent and you're just not there. You're out there living your life. Don't do that. Don't do that. Another one that I have would be bad mouthing the other parent to your child. No, sis, bro, don't do that. Don't do that. The reason I say this, because I know that we talk to our kids. Now, don't go directly to your kid to talk nonsense about the other parent, right? And also, if you're talking to your friends, family members, whoever you confide in, and you're saying all these things, please ensure that your child is not in close proximity to hear everything that you're saying. Like, make sure. Good to know, man. I can't want to taint my child's view of the other parent because I'm still pissed off at the other parent. Don't be that person. Really, don't be that person. Don't encourage your child to talk negatively about their other parent, even if it makes you happy. Like, don't do it. Don't. If the person that you share a child with is a horrible parent, they're inconsistent, they're not responsible, they never want to come to the party to raise the child, I don't know. Your child will see it for themselves once they're much older, but now that they're still kids, don't plant no negative thoughts. No, don't be that parent. Absolutely not. You can't be a parent that does not want to come to the party, né? When it comes to raising their child. You need to be there in this child's upbringing. You need to be present. You need to take part. You need to also instill values. You need to teach this child things. You need to bond with them. You need to give them love and show them that, listen, when you're with me, this is always a safe space. You can't just be absent, guys. Especially with people in my generation. You can't. I look at all these young ones. And, well, young ones, I'm talking about people my age, 30 mang, 20 mang, my age. And you seeing this person that week in, week out, have you spoken to your, like a bare minimum, I mean, I'll ask you bare minimum things. Have you spoken to your child? No, I'll call them next week. Hey, bro. Okay, no judgment. Right? Those are my don'ts. Don't be irresponsible. Don't badmouth. Don't encourage them to badmouth. Don't even allow them to do it in front of you. Um, don't fight in front of your kids. Don't be the person that does not come to the party when it comes to raising your kid. Right? And then I've got some do's as well. Yeah. Most importantly, like first and foremost, before we even get into that, we all know that parenting is quite hard. It's not a walk in the park. I sometimes get compliments. I don't even know if it's a compliment or I don't know. It's a yardstick that's been set so high for me that I feel it's unattainable. I hear a lot of people saying, "You're such a great mom." Where? You're doing so well. I don't know how you work and parent and study and manage to work out and still live your life. Hey guys. Hey. Huh? You guys have such a great relationship because we force it. Because we sit and talk. Because we ensure that we actually like each other by opening up the communication line. Well, this is between me and the child. Because I open up the communication lines, he knows that he can literally come to me with anything at all. And remember, he's still quite young. He's still quite young. I mean, he's turning 9 this year. He's still quite young. So obviously right now he comes to me with everything. And I hope it stays that way as he grows older. Fingers crossed. Pray it up. I feel that compliment that I'm such a great mom, it's a lot of pressure, yo. It's a lot of pressure. Yes, we know that parenting is hard. Co-parenting is hard. But parenting on your own, I feel it's a lot more. It's a lot more difficult. It's a lot more harder because all this responsibility is just on you, and day in, day out, summer, autumn, winter, spring, it's just you. So I feel it would be much easier if, I don't know, the other parent came to the party and was actually present and helping out with raising this human that we've created. I saw a tweet today where a lady was like, I am so tired of co-parenting. I'm just not doing it anymore. I'll just raise my child on my own and that'll be that. And unfortunately, with some co-parenting relationships, I don't even know what to call it, co-parenting journeys, co-parenting parents, unfortunately that's what they come to, because you'll find that, listen, we agreed that we're going to co-parent, and get it, co-parenting is an agreement between the two of us. We agreed that we're going to do this, but now here I am pulling all the weight for the both of us. I've opened communication lines, we've set rules together, we talk positively about each other, we encourage them to talk positively about other people, we set rules for both households, we've got all these measures in place, but now I'm pulling all the weight on my own. So people get tired. Unfortunately, people get tired. It's a natural human thing that people get tired, you know. So yeah, and then with regards to the do's, yeah, first and foremost, we need to open up the communication lines between each other. We need to talk either via text, via phone calls, face-to-face communication, face-to-face conversation, sorry. We need to ensure that we sit down and say, listen, this is what's going on. Here's this child. What do we do? How do you think we can raise this child to be a great member of society? Sintanjan, you know? Sit down, come up with things that you can agree upon, and actually do those things. Don't withhold information. Nah? In your guys' communication, don't withhold nothing, guys. Also remember to be very empathetic, patient with each other. Like, nobody's got the manual. Song in J. As na manual song we are just, you know. We're getting by. I commend the parents that are co-parenting and they're doing it well and they're agreeing on things and they're able to do everything, and one person gives a word, they stick to their word. Listen, like, congratulations. A lot of us are still striving to that, and it's hard. It's there's a lot of things I've done in my life. There's a lot of things that have been hard, and others have been relatively easy. But lay of being a parent, this one of being a parent, Aishem, it takes the cap. It honestly takes the cap. Set rules, nah, and be consistent with the same rules in the two households that the child will alternatively live in. The reason I say that one is that the rules need to be consistent, because you need to always remember that oh, my ears itchy. Kids constantly, like, kids need routine and structure, right? For them to feel secure, or that they know that, listen, the rules are the same whether I'm at dad's house, whether I'm at mom's house. It's the same. I can't get away with nonsense, because if I allow him to stay up until 10, but his dad says no, 8:30 you need to be 8:30 the latest, you need to have bath, you've already eaten, you're in bed. We can't work like that. We can't have two sets of rules. No, the child, stop confusing the child. You know, your rules could be anything like, you need to be in bed by 8:30. I'm just using things that are popping in my head right now. Bedtime, meal times need to be the same. You can't be on your phone for more than 2 hours or 3 hours in a day. 3 hours on a weekend, 2 hours on a weekday. Such things, they need to be consistent. Because I can't be showing a blue card and the dad showing a freaking purple card. No, it's not the same color. We need to be singing in tune with each other, okay, when it comes to raising this child. Other parts of our life, listen, you could sing, I don't know, you could sing gospel, I will sing R&B, and it's all good. But when it comes to the child, we need to be singing the same genre and the same song in tune, okay? You need to talk positively about the other parent. You do, because this at least then gives the child a chance to actually see the parent they don't stay with as a good person. Because in other co-parenting scenarios, situations, or relationships, whatever, the parent that does not stay with the child does not mean that you're not a good person. It honestly does not. So if I, as a parent that stays with the child, continuously talks nonsense about you to our child, what do you think that does to the child? So you need to be on the lookout for that. You need to always keep the other person informed about what's going on in your life, right? For example, you lose your job. Nah? We were both used to that. You pay school fees every second month, I pay school fees every second month. So then we get, like, I don't know, a break. Or you pay half the year school fees, I pay the other half of the year school fees, right? Now all of a sudden you lose your job. You used to take the child every 2 weeks. I don't know, something. Now you lose your job, and now you can't pay half the school fees anymore. You need to let the other person know that, listen, our financial stance is about to change, not for the better. So we might need to actually pull up our socks and actually work towards, I don't know, some place we would be comfortable. And then you need to keep the other person, the parent that does not stay with the child, informed about everything that happens or anything that pertains to the child. Doing badly at school, doing good at school, how they relate to other kids. If there's been any incidents where, I don't know, the child was being naughty, now you're being called by security, child getting ill, anything that relates to the child, report back. You're not the sole parent of this child, right? Especially if you guys are in agreement that you're going to do this together and you're both coming to the party. I wonder if you've been doing it on your own and the other person's not coming to the party, showing no interest, whatever. Sure, cool, you're the sole parent. You're the sole parent. Nobody can argue with you on that one. But now if you guys have an agreement that you're going to parent together, but separately, share, report back, give all the information. It does not take away from you. Now, you need to agree on boundaries and behavioral guidelines for raising your children or your kid, right? Because kids will always try push boundaries, and they need to ensure that kids will always try to push boundaries, so they always need to know that there'll be consistency irregardless. Like kuzoba consistent whether I'm with mom or dad at any given time. Kuzoba consistent. The rules are there. The boundaries are the same. Mom is not going to take a yes today, is not going to say yes today and no tomorrow, you know. Also know that there's definitely going to be slippery slopes, because kids are kids. They're going to definitely try push boundaries, especially if they know if I push this boundary or I try take a shortcut to this rule, I'll definitely get something that I don't normally get. You know, for example, you know that you get takeouts on Friday. Now it's Wednesday and you're coming with stories. Why Shamsi has won? We see them. We see them. We see them. And this one, I don't know how people are going to feel about it. As the other parent, and the parent that doesn't normally see the child, can you be boring? Can you be boring? The reason I say this is that you need to do like ordinary things with your child. Yes, they do ordinary things with me as a parent that stays with the child, but can you do like ordinary things with your child? And don't let it be that each time you guys are spending time together, you're only doing fun things. Then you guys don't really get to, I don't know, bond in that way, because all you do is just go out and do fun things. Where's the bonding? When do you actually just sit down, watch movies together, stay in the house and just chill? I don't know, maybe I don't know, expecting a lot from people, but be boring. Just stay home, watch TV. Not all the time, right? Not all the time. Just like once in a while, just decide that, no, listen, let's actually stay home, watch TV, give food, and let's just chill and be together, child. Let me actually try to get to know you as a person, not just as a child that I need to bring up, you know. Let me try to get to know you. What are you thinking about things? As parents, even though we've broken up, we need to start praising each other. Yes, we need to start praising each other for our strengths, because obviously we all have different strengths, right? Untlanhla might be good and might be good in, I don't know, instilling rules langendlini and making sure that these rules are being followed. The dad might be quite great at assisting with school projects. Like, oh my gosh, wow, thank you so much. You know? And also while we're doing stuff, actually I'm not as good as so and so with this. I know he does it so brilliantly. He does it so much better than I do. I try, sure, but I know that he does it so brilliantly. That what that does then is it gives, you're not lying to the kid. You're telling the truth, because sure, I suck at projects, guys. I suck at building things and. But if I were to say, your dad is actually so much better at this than I am, they get to now see the positive side of their dad. Well, from my view, but they get to at least still see their dad in a positive light, unlike a dad that is just out there, you know. But to tell you the truth, yeah, it's not easy. It's not. So that's my do's and my don'ts, and basically what I understand co-parenting is supposed to be like, you know. And then my experience about the whole thing has just been horrible. I mean, yes, sure, we've sat down, we've agreed that you get the kid, not all school holidays, but most school holidays, because you don't get to spend a lot of time with the kid during school term. Yes, we agreed that you're supposed to come fetch the child every 2 weeks, but now when you're all the way in Mpumalanga, deep, not Lagwamhlanga, deep, Middleburg, Witbank, those sides, is this now a trip that you can actually make every? Yes, you can make it every 2 weeks, but now what happens when finances are a bit tight? I honestly would have liked for my kid to spend every second weekend with their kid. I would have liked with their dad, sorry. I would have liked if we actually stayed in the same province, that the every 2 weeks thing actually comes to life, that they get to spend time, a lot more time together. Also for my selfish reasons, because sometimes I want me time. I want to do things that I want to do. I don't want to just do things that I want to do only during school holidays. Because I know by like week 7 of during the school term, I'm exhausted. I'm burned out from being a mom. I can't even think of creative lunchbox ideas. That's how bad it gets. So I honestly would have appreciated it more if we stayed in the same province and we both kept our word. Because as I mentioned before, co-parenting basically is an agreement between the two parents, right? So we agree that every second weekend, most school holidays, and obviously we talk about it beforehand. Uguti, school holidays are coming up. What is your plan? No. I was planning to come get umtwana. For how long? For the full 2 weeks, for the whole school holidays. Oh, okay, great, fantastic. When are you coming? On Friday. Cool. See you. Child closes on Friday. They're picking up on the same Friday or the Saturday. Perfect. 2 weeks gone, 2 weeks, and then they're back. Perfect. We agree on school fees. I don't want to, if we've agreed on, let's say for example, something that is financially related, financially involved, whatever, I don't want to now be getting a call from school saying, yo, you did not pay school fees. No. No. I don't want to deal with that. I need a person to be able to keep their word in order for our agreement to actually work. And these are all the things that me and my son's father have actually spoken about over the years. And we usually go back maybe like once a year to say, okay, the rules we've set or the guidelines for our co-parenting journey are not working for us. What do we do going forward? How do we make it work better for us? I mean, we sit through these conversations and sometimes they're very brutal, they're hurt, but they're necessary. And also they're not said to be, I don't know, breaking down what we've already built since we've broken up, or said to be nasty to the other person. Because I know sometimes I can get I can be very inflexible. If I set my mind to something, it has to be that. If you give me your word, you need to stick to it. So I'm very inflexible. Yo, Hanji, I don't understand sometimes. So I know that is my downfall. That is my weakness. That is something that I'm continuously working on. Yeah, I like communication. I like it when, if you've said you're going to do something and now you can't do it, come back and say, yo, look, I'm supposed to be there on Saturday to come see you guys, to come see the child, spend time with the child, or take him away or whatever. But I can't do that anymore because 1, 2, 3 has come up or something has come up. Like, just say it beforehand. Don't let it get to the day and now you don't show up. You know, my voice sounds very weird. I can hear it now. I've had the flu since last week and I'm still struggling. So please forgive me. So nje, hey guys, sure. And God, remember to always show respect to the other person. Like, yo guys, can't be out here showing out all the crazy. And no, you can't. Kumele wenze kahle nje ukuthi kuba nenhlonipho between the two of you guys. Manikhuluma niloko nixoxa le ndaba zomntwana, you're able to say, okay, here's how it's gonna work, respectfully. Here's how it's gonna work. This is what I think we should do. Let's take it this way and see how we could go. But I know it's not easy because we're two different people as the two parents of this kid. We're two different people, so we won't always agree on the same things. We need to always remember to have empathy, to be patient with one another, and constantly communicate clearly communicate to the other person. But yeah, that is my take on co-parenting, how I understand it, and my never-ending struggle with it. I think you can already pick up that like I said, I'm failing. Ne? I'm failing. And I'm not failing because I'm not trying, or I'm not failing because I'm inflexible. I'm failing because we're staying in two different parts of the country. And I'm failing because, I don't know, maybe I might be inflexible. I'm failing because I'm inflexible. I don't want to change. If you say something, you need to keep to it. Yeah. Looking for your tips. Looking forward to hearing your tips. Please do leave a comment down below. Maybe it might help me, you know, in my co-parenting journey. What did you do differently? What don't you agree with that I've said? You know, just let me know. Hopefully you do. Please don't forget to like my video and subscribe to my channel.